And good evening, everybody. Sorry this is late this evening, but we have had terrible technical trouble. We think it's a lot to do with the winds outside, but we are getting there eventually. Hello, Natasha. Welcome to Queen's
Hello.
Table.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's always such a pleasure to have you on, and I'm so glad I can actually hear you now. But like I say, it's taken a couple of attempts, but we have actually got there. So welcome to Queen's Table. It is amazing to have you on. So let's start talking about your incredible year. It's nearly been a year of being Mrs. Atlantic. So what have you done
Has
in your
that year
year?
gone? It's just
I
gone
know
so fast. I
it
blinked and I feel
certainly
like, oh, it's gone now. Wow. What do I do now?
has. You've still
I
got
don't
about
want it
10
to
weeks.
end. 10 weeks
Oh,
is nothing.
Oh no, it'd be absolutely incredible. You're obviously looking forward to the final, but probably a little bit sad as well because it is your handover as well. So, what's been your
I am
highlight?
very excited about the final, but I am very sad. It's been a lovely year, and even as a finalist leading up to last year and the finals was an incredible year. Even though it was a pandemic and like a full lockdown, it was still a lovely year being a finalist, and it's been an incredible year being a queen. And I'm very sad to be handing over to maybe you. Who
It would be one of us, yes,
knows?
or a lovely group of Mrs. finalists. But there's such a good gang this year. It's
It's a
brilliant, and it's
lovely
so
group.
yeah, it's amazing. They're just all lovely. I just want to bring them all home with me. They are just such a lovely group. Actually, in fact, just the whole system is fantastic, and everyone just gets on so well. It's just everyone bounces off each other, and it's great going to events and seeing those like sea of blue sashes everywhere and things like that. So, in your year as being Mrs. Atlantic, what do you think's been your main highlights of the year?
I think last year when I arranged the memory walk in September and we went to London and it got different systems, we all came together and done it, and we raised over £250 as well, which was just great. Alzheimer's Society promoted it on their Facebook, Instagram, and everything. I got on the radio for it, which that was really nerve wracking.
Oh,
I've never been so nervous. I was like, oh my God, I'm going on radio live. Got into Chat magazine for it as well, got my story promoted. It was just that was a major highlight for me and for my family as well, getting like our story as a family out there, and the awareness that Alzheimer's got is just, yeah, it's very heartwarming.
it is. You've done so well. Do you mind telling us a little bit about the reason for you supporting that charity?
So my granddad was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and he suffered for probably about 10, 11 years, and he passed away in 2019. And we'd always done like the memory walks, but it kicked in for me and I was like, right, I really need to do something. And yeah, it kind of went from there. And that's why I got involved with Atlantic, because obviously it's for mind, and Alzheimer's is a lot of it is to do with your mental health and your mind as well. So it kind of all gelled together. And yeah, it was a tough few years for like my nan. My mum gave up her job so she could become a taxi service for my nan to get her to the care home to see my granddad daily. Bless her, she didn't miss a day. And for all of us, we all learned a lot through that. And obviously, I was still working at a nursing home at the time, and we had Alzheimer's residents in there, so it really hits home a lot. And yeah, I feel proud of what I've achieved and the awareness that I've raised for Alzheimer's and mental health throughout being a finalist and a reigning queen. So I feel very pleased with myself.
Yeah, so you should. You've done absolutely incredible. And tell me, obviously, next week, no, not next week, sorry, next month, I am joining you because you're
Yeah.
doing the walk again. So, can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I've mixed it up a little bit this time. So next month, a few of us are joining in London and we're going to put on our high heels. But I don't think I'm going to take my highest ones because London is a bit busy. So we're going to walk all together and see how far we get. I'm actually going to meet Louise, the Mrs. London, beforehand, and we're going to do the route first so we know exactly where we're going. And then over the course of March, if you want to walk 100 miles as well, by all means, take part. And yeah, if you just want to take part, it's just, I've got a Just Giving link. You just, £2 is fine. Just make a donation to take part, and I'll give you a certificate at the end for your appearance folders. But it's lovely because it brings everyone together. And last time in London, everyone had such a good time, and we went for something to eat after and got to know each other a little bit before everyone was like, oh my God, we need to catch our train, run.
That's brilliant.
Like,
And
oh
that's
my
on
God.
the, yeah, that's on the 19th of March. Is that correct?
The 19th of March, yes.
Saturday the 19th. Yes, I'm very looking forward to it, but I'm trying to be a bit selective of these heels, though. I might have to switch to trainers. At my age, walking in heels is a hard work as it is.
I will have a pack of plasters, I will have paracetamol, and I will not have my highest heels.
Yes, I'm going to agree with on that one. I'm not bringing my highest heels. I shall try and get away with the sort of lowest heel possible, I think.
Just a little kitten heel is fine.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. And like you say, there's lots of people coming from the Atlantic system and other systems as well. So any systems can join in. And it is a brilliant way to all meet each other if you haven't met, or catch up if you do know each other. So, yes, I'm really looking forward to that. But I like the way you've mixed up a bit this year. It's going to be good fun, isn't it? So, I think
What
that's
can we do
fabulous.
that's a bit different? I was like, I know, we're pageant girls. Let's put some heels on. And then I
Yeah.
thought, oh, this could be tricky.
I just bring it. So yeah, get the ball gowns out as well. Will be all right. It'd be good. So, yeah. So, can you tell me a little bit more about your platform with Alzheimer's?
So it's just anything mental health, really. I'm obviously epileptic, and everyone is very aware of that by now, I think, as well. So mind, epilepsy, Alzheimer's, I just feel it's all under one umbrella. So if I can do anything to raise awareness for epilepsy, mind, and Alzheimer's, I will. And March the 26th is Wear Purple Day for epilepsy. So I will be doing something for that as well. It's just, I know I'm very fortunate. I know I have it, but I'm a very lucky person who has it, and very fortunate. There is a lot of other people out there who can't drive, who can't lead as normal life. I mean, if I didn't tell you I had it, no one would ever know. So I'm very lucky, and I just like to raise a bit of awareness for it because not everyone's as fortunate.
That's it. You've done some really good campaigns with your platforms over the last year or so. You did one where you did a few, didn't you, last year? Tell me a little bit about those campaigns online.
So we had the Alzheimer's I Am Me one, which went very well. It was hold your arm up, I am me. And it's just to remind people that even though you're diagnosed with Alzheimer's, you still, if you used to like listening to music, still listen to music. It doesn't mean that you've no longer remember anything, no longer want to listen to that same song that was your favorite song for 20, 30 years. It doesn't mean that I don't want to go out in the garden anymore. I just want to sit in a chair. It's just, you're still you. You're just having to adapt to a different way of life. And everyone around you is having to adapt to a different way of life to help you and to keep you safe. And it, so many people, I think we had about over 50 people get involved with it. It was great. And I was so pleased with it. But it's just to remind everyone, because I think a lot of people just assume Alzheimer's, perhaps you need to go into a nursing home. But it might not be the case for, maybe, like, my granddad didn't go in for probably a good 6 or 7 years. He lived at home with my nan. Yes, he had to give up his driving license and things like that, and progressively got worse, and got to the stage where he was wandering out the front door. And my nan was like, John, where have you gone? And he's standing on the pavement close to the road with all these cars going past, talking and shouting to neighbours and stuff. But, that's when you're like, okay, right, we need to move to the next stage and see how we can keep you safe. But I think some people may be a little bit naive. But me and my family personally, we probably was a little bit naive. It was no different to when I got diagnosed at 17 with epilepsy. We didn't know what it was. You just learn, don't you, throughout a diagnosis. And yeah, if the more we got to know, and the more I got to know by working in a nursing home, is making me want to help other people and make everyone aware of what Alzheimer's is.
You've done a fantastic job of it as well. I mean, your awareness campaigns have really, really worked. They pop. I've seen loads over the last year, and you've been a really hard-working queen. So I'm so glad of all your achievements. You've done absolutely fantastic. So, what made you pick Atlantic in the first place? Was it because it supported Mind, or was there other things as well?
I think it was just everything. But when I saw it was Mind, I was like, yeah, this falls under what I believe in and what I value and everything. So it just all came together, and I was like, this is it. You know, when just something clicks and you're like, this is the one for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm going to apply for that. And then Romy obviously came back with the acceptance, and I was like, yes, I'm in. And it just kind of, I flourished from there. I think I like got my heart and soul set on it. I was like so determined, but it's just something inside me knew that Atlantic was the right one. Then I needed to go for that system.
Yeah, you know in your heart, don't you? And it is such a beautiful
Yeah,
system. It's absolutely incredible. So you
I
also
haven't
have
looked back, I have to say.
no, no, definitely not. But you also are part of the Crowns and Sashes magazine. So tell me a little bit about your role there.
We've just hit £2,000 for charity. We are
Yay!
very happy. Yes.
Congratulations. Oh, that's
We are
fantastic.
so pleased. So for Samaritans, and we now raise for Copperfield as well. So we've
Yeah.
just in the last, I think it's about 3 weeks ago, hit £2,000, and we're just like,
Mhm.
yes, we've done it.
Oh, that's incredible, isn't it? Oh, well done to your
Yes,
team. That's brilliant, isn't it? That's such a sense of achievement as well. And
it is.
it's
It
such
really is.
a great magazine because you have your front cover competition, which is always good fun, and you have like the articles inside where women or young ladies or whichever can show people their platform, do a little interview, and you also do lives as well, don't you? Do you do the odd
So
interview
we do
lives?
offer the interviews. We do podcasts now as well. I think we've
Mhm.
moved over to podcasts for people's platforms, because I think you can talk for ages about someone's platform, but then you've lost your way, haven't you, about what the interview was about to start with, which might have just been something else. So we're like, we're going to try and separate it a little bit, which is quite
Yeah.
nice. And then you get to know people in different areas as well, which is really nice. So I'm still doing interviews, still doing podcasts. We're still doing question of the day, tip of the day. We're still raising money, front cover competitions, the interviews. And I think Charlotte had about 60 plus people for her cancer awareness as well, which was in
Yes.
January. She was inundated. She kept texting me. She's like, oh my God, there's still more coming in.
Yeah, yeah, no, I did take part in that actually. It was really, really good. So, but no, fair play to you all. You're doing really, really well. So that's a great achievement. It's been a fantastic year for
Yeah.
you, and I can't wait to see what you do, what your next journey is actually. Like, we won't know until a while, I suppose. But whatever you get up to next, and it's great because you've been a real positive role model, and you're a missus as well, and you and
Yes.
your husband look absolutely delightful together. You're so cute. So
Well,
yeah.
I get neck ache looking at him. He gets neck ache looking down.
That's amazing. Oh no, you look lovely together. It's fabulous. So how long have you been married?
We have been married 7 years last December.
Is it? Yeah, it flies by,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
it
Yeah.
does. I mean, I thought it was 8 years and he had to correct me. So it just goes too quickly. You lose count. You don't know
It
what year
does.
it is anymore.
No, I'm the same. I think I'm on. Hang on, yeah, yeah. 7 years married for us in November this year, but we've been together
Close.
14, and I'm like, whoa, what's happened there? And like, my little girl turned 10 last week, and yeah, it doesn't half go fast. I tell you that now. So what is your favourite round? I always like asking this in pageantry. So when you're up on
I
that
love
stage,
this.
what is your favourite round?
Fashion. Every time, fashion for me. I love
Yeah.
it. I feel like you can really be who you are, swing those hips, swing those arms if you've got a skirt. It's just, you haven't got to worry about walking slow, because I'm a bit of a fast walker. So evening for me, I'm thinking in my head, slow, Tasha, slow before I go on.
Not zooming around the stage.
Don't whiz to the front. Just keep it slow. I love fashion. I mean, I love swimwear. I love evening. I love interview because I can talk for days. But fashion for me is fun. I love it. That's my favorite. And I feel like that's where you can get your bold colors out as well.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
both like talking, don't we? Because we were chatting away earlier and then realised it was gone 7:30 when we were meant to be going live the first time. We've got a bit carried away, didn't we? So that's it. We can't help it. So, but we're glad we actually did get live tonight. And again, sorry for the technical issues earlier. So thank you so much for coming on Queen's Table. And next week we have another Atlantic finalist. We have the lovely Miss Essex Atlantic, Beth Johansson, and she is lovely. I actually met her at the weekend when I went to Yemi, and she is lovely. So we're looking forward to speaking to her. I have spoken to
her, but I haven't met her, so I'm looking forward to meeting her.
Oh, she's absolutely delightful. She's lovely. Again, I just want to take the whole Atlantic, all of them, home with me. Just go. You can always come and live with me.
We're all going to move in with you. We'll be fine. We'll have a lovely time.
Yeah, it'd be fine. Yeah, big Atlantic house. We're win the lottery. I have all the Atlantic people.
You can move out.
Yeah. That's it. So, but anyway, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on, and hopefully, with the storm's not going to be too bad. But I'm not quite sure. They've even shut the schools in Somerset at the moment. So yeah. So it's a bit of an issue, and it is starting to sound quite windy out there. So, but at least we did get it done. So I'm very happy with that. We did it. It's a pleasure to see you as always.